welcome to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different, you guys. I haven't really been feeling in the mood to like do traditional art, which is kind of a bummer because it is my favorite. But I was just like, what can I do to like spark up some interest? So I was like, maybe I'll just do like a real-time inking video with you guys. Just so you can see sort of kind of what my process is. Usually I don't really do these real-time videos because it's always so friggin' loud in my house. But today I'm by myself, so hopefully it won't be too loud for you guys, and we'll just try it out. If you guys hate it, you hate it. If you like it, you like it. So we're just gonna try out this very first one. So yeah, today we're just gonna ink this. I know this is like a digital sketch and there's like pink line art, but when I color it, I really don't mind if there's pink underneath, you guys. So, and it's just gonna go on my sketchbook. This is actually sticker paper, so we're actually gonna line this on sticker paper and color it on sticker paper. We're gonna see if that works. I feel like the alcohol is gonna seep through and make it not sticky, but we'll see. But for today, we're just gonna line it. We're gonna use this Precise V5 today, just cause I couldn't find my other G2 pen, so we're just gonna use this one. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. I've never really talked through my process when it comes to inking before, just because I actually really don't like to ink, and so I try to get it done as soon as possible, just so that way I can get it over with. I really don't like to ink, and even now I'm like, I feel like I'm fucking it up, but you know, what can you do? What can you do, you guys? And also I feel like it's really hard to like talk and draw at the same time, for me anyway, and also I press like really hard on the paper and I make the line thicker than I intend to, but that's fine. It's just like a little drawing that's gonna go in my sketchbook, so it's not exactly like a super big deal, but yeah. I actually made this drawing a lot smaller than it is originally. Like originally this took up like a whole like A4 size piece of paper in my sketchbook, an 8.5 by 11 sketchbook. But I made this smaller because, like I said, I don't really feel like doing traditional art lately. Actually, I don't really feel like drawing at all lately, but yeah, I have to draw, so, and like it's not like I don't like drawing, I like drawing, but yeah, I haven't really felt like drawing lately, and so I'm like, well, I'll just make it smaller so that way it'll take me less time. And it's not like I'm not like trying to like push myself to make art faster anymore. I still do sometimes get caught up in that sometimes, but I get it done faster, so that way I'm like, it won't take that long, so that way I'm like forcing myself to do it, you know what I mean? And sorry if I end up like rambling. I actually don't know how to do a real-time video, you guys. This inking is going a lot faster, I think, because I'm like worried about it. I'm like, you know, I gotta talk and do it at the same time, and I think I'm like nervous, and so it's like forcing myself to do it faster. Usually it would take me like forever to get this inking done. I'm actually doing it pretty fast right now for you guys, which was not intentional. My lines are usually a lot more shaky than this. I'm always like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm actually using like a lot of confidence right now, which is very unusual for me. I think talking to you guys is actually helping me, so that's nice. But this is also just like the first pass of the line art, because when I do traditional line art, I really don't do this digitally anymore. But when I do traditional line art, I tend to like try to add some sort of line variation, especially in like the shadows. But I usually do that in the second pass. I used to do it at the same time, but I felt like my lines looked really shitty when I did it at the same time. Like I wasn't really focusing on it too much, so we're just gonna do it in the second pass. So yeah. Sorry if you guys hear a lot of noises. Literally all three of my dogs are in the room, and they're always making like the most amount of noise they can whenever possible. And you know, it's not their fault. They're like dogs. Dogs are gonna make sounds. They're like alive, you know? But it just feels like they're only making noise whenever I make a video, you know what I mean? Which is like 100% not true. They're always making noise. It's just I notice it more when I'm making a video. So if you guys want to hear dog sounds, or you don't want to hear dog sounds, sorry about that. There might be dog sounds in this video. Okay, I'm gonna like shift the paper. Usually when I do line art, you guys, I'm always moving the paper around so I can like get a better look at it. I don't do that when I do videos for you guys because I feel bad, because I'm like, they're not gonna want to see the weird angles I have to do to get my line art to look nice. But now I can explain it to you guys, so I feel a little bit less bad about it. So yeah. Do you guys have like a process, part of the process that you like don't like to do? Like the art process? Like I said, line art is like my least favorite, which is why I'm trying to like cut it out of like my art process entirely. I kind of feel bad though, because I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's so much fun. It's like the most relaxing part, but I'm like, it sort of kind of just feels like a step in between, you know, sketching and coloring, which is like the parts that I like to do, because, you know, the sketch like puts the idea down on paper, and then like the color brings it to life, and then the line art just kind of feels like an obstacle I have to get through so I can get to the fun parts of the drawing again, which is probably not the right way to think of it, honestly, but I don't know how else to think of it really, because that's all I can think of when I'm doing it. And also, whenever I do line art, I always like end up smearing it. Thankfully, it's not really happening so much with this one. I guess it might be the type of paper that we're using. It is sticker paper, like I said. This is like paper that they use to make labels. I wasn't really sure how well it was gonna take ink and stuff. I have no idea how it's gonna like take alcohol markers or ink at all, so it might turn out really bad. And I know I always tell you guys, I'm like, you guys make sure that you're testing things before you do work on it, so that way you don't put all that effort and then it turns out like really bad or whatever. I'm just like super lazy, you guys, and I don't follow my own advice. I'm always like, yeah, well, if it happens, it happens. I'll deal with it when it comes up, which is like its own like sort of kind of, you know, that could be good in some instances, but honestly, it's like really bad. I am not a smart person, so don't do what I do. Do what I say. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. But also, you don't have to do what I say. You don't have to listen to me. I'm always talking out of my ass, honestly. Do you guys like real-time videos? Do you like when artists talk to you? I mean, I guess my videos, they're not real-time. They used to be real-time videos, but I didn't want to talk for like 40 minutes. I feel like it's probably a little bit easier to do it when you're like in the moment, to like find things to talk about. It's just like whenever I'm doing like voiceover, I kind of get like super bored. I'm like, I don't want to talk anymore. And so I'm like, I got other stuff I want to do. So let's just do a 6-minute video. I kind of miss the 40-minute videos though. Not because I'm like, oh, I gotta get that watch time, gotta get that engagement. I just feel like they're better for like, what's it called? If you want to like have a time where you want to like have a video on in the background. I'm actually really trying to like fix my brain. This is gonna sound really bad, but I feel like my attention span's been getting shorter, and not really been thinking very well lately, I guess, if that's like the right way to say it. So I've been trying to like stay off of Instagram and like Tumblr and YouTube. YouTube is probably the hardest one for me because I always want to have like sound on in the background, and I'm like, I can just listen to music. I don't have to like watch a video, or I can listen to a book. I really do like listening to books, but it's been a hot minute since I listened to a book, you guys. And I've had this book in my like digital library from in my Libby app, basically. I don't know if you guys use Libby, but you should if you have a library card. It's free. So I don't know if you can use it without a library card. I don't think you can. So just get a library card. Also, library cards are for you guys. I'm always a proponent for a library card. I just had to renew mine, so get a library card. But yeah, anyway, I've been having this book. I've been trying to read this book. Honestly, it's been like 6 months because I let it expire, and then I have to like go back and get it again. And I have tried to get it like 6 or 7 times at this point. And I'm like, when am I gonna read this book? And it's not like I don't like the series. It's like book 5 or 6 in the series. It's the Murderbot Diaries. Hopefully that doesn't get me flagged because of the murder word, but yeah, it's the Murderbot Diaries. I really like those books, you guys. I don't know if you have read them, but if you haven't and you kind of like sci-fi, I would recommend them. If you don't like sci-fi, I would not recommend them because they are pretty sci-fi. So, but if you like, he's not even a robot. I mean, they're not even a robot. I guess, actually, none of that is accurate. It's not even a robot. Its pronouns are it, but it's not even a robot. It's a construct, but that's what it calls itself, is Murderbot. Nobody else calls it that, though. In the books, they're called Sec Unit, but whatever. It's not the point. If you guys like sci-fi, I would recommend the books. I like them a lot, actually. And so I've been trying to get myself to read like the latest one, and I just cannot bring myself to read anything, you guys, which makes me feel really sad because I actually do really like those books. But my mind's just like, don't read a book, watch a YouTube video. So I'm like trying to fix my brain because I'm like, we could do both, but we can't just watch YouTube videos all day. We should do other things to like expand our thoughts and stuff. So I have been trying to do some other things. Lately, I've been watching a lot of anime, which you might be like, how is that better than watching YouTube videos? And I feel like it is because I can like learn stuff. And then after I watch the anime, I'll go and read the manga because usually, I don't know what it is. I feel like they don't make anime as much as they used to, which is like, what? That's not true, right? They do make anime, like they make a shit ton of anime all the time, but I just feel like they make less anime in the sense that like they don't make like extra seasons. I feel like now they only make like 1 season of a show and they're like, okay, we're done. And I'm like, don't do that. Like, finish the show. Like, make more seasons. Like, I was rewatching Watakoi or Love is Hard for an Otaku, And they only made one season of that, but they have like 80 chapters. I'm like, they didn't adapt everything. There's like so much more you could adapt, and they just didn't make a season 2, which is like, okay, fine, whatever, I guess. And then other anime and shows too. I'm like, there's so much more. I was watching Yoa Pedal, and Yoa Pedal has 5 seasons, right? Which is like a lot of seasons for an anime, if we're being honest. But I'm sure they're working on another season because they already have 5. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna cancel it after 5. But after I finished season 5, there's like 300 chapters from where season 5 leaves off after, and I can't even read it because for some reason they like don't translate them to English over here. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like trying, and they're like, there's people who like do it like themselves, and they use like but they're not like manga chapters. They just do like the transcripts, and I'm like, I can't read that. And I think I might have to because I actually really do want to know what happens, you guys. They're on their 3rd year. Like, they're gonna graduate soon. The manga's coming to an end. And like, I don't know why they haven't like got on that. It's been like 3 or 4 years at this point. So I feel like they're probably working on it, but I don't know. I haven't seen any announcements, and so it's kind of worrying because I do want to see how it ends. I've sunk 5 seasons into this, you know what I mean? So I'm like, I kind of want to see how it ends, you guys. I feel like this line art is coming out really shitty. But that's okay. It might just be in its ugly stage, you guys. And I think I might be partly this pen because it's like, I'm like super heavy handed. And so when I like leave my pen there, it like starts to soak into the paper and it comes out really bad. But that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all, you guys. Just kidding. It bothers me a lot. Anyway. Yeah, so that's how I'm feeling about the anime front, you guys. Do you guys like anime? I know I talk about anime a lot, so you guys must like anime. I feel like it'd be weird if you're just like listening to me and they're like, this chick is always talking about anime and I have no interest. I find that really strange. But if you are like that, that's nothing wrong with you. I appreciate you nonetheless hanging out, even though you're like, I don't care about anime at all. That's very admirable of you. Yeah, my dogs are making a lot of sounds, so this might not even be a real-time video. I might just speed this up for you guys. But I thought I would try to make it a real-time video. I just feel like it would be easier to like, what's it called? Not to edit. It's like a pain in the ass to edit, but then I don't have to do voiceover. And honestly, guys, I think voiceover is like my least favorite part of making YouTube videos. I thought it was the editing, but now I'm like, I don't really mind editing. I don't really like adding the voiceover. It takes me forever to talk. And I always felt like I had a lot to say. Now I'm like, maybe I don't have a lot to say at all. Maybe I just want to hit people to listen to me talk about nothing, which is like not true. I feel like this is gonna sound mean, but I feel like if you don't have anything to say, you shouldn't speak. Personally, I mean, I feel like that way about myself. I'm like, what are you talking about? You don't have anything to say, so you just shut your mouth, which sounds like really mean. I don't really mean it in a mean way. I'm just like, if there's no reason to say anything, like there's no reason to talk. It just feels like more practical that way, I guess. It's like, I don't really have anything to say, so I don't have anything to add to this conversation, so I'm just not going to say anything. I'm just going to listen. And I do think I'm more of a listener type person in like real life, and so that's probably why talking in YouTube videos kind of sort of bothers me, because I'm like, I don't really have anything to say. But it's like, I gotta talk to you guys about something, because I like YouTube videos where people talk, and I don't have anything against people who make YouTube videos where they don't talk. It's just I feel a little bit lonely. So I don't want you guys to feel lonely. So I feel like I want to make YouTube videos where I speak. But you guys can let me know. I always thought about getting into ASMR, and I'm like, I don't know how people make ASMR videos where they like don't hear them breathing, because I always hear myself breathing when I'm doing art and stuff, and I don't like the sound of my breathing. Does that sound bad? I don't want it to sound bad. I don't want to be like, I hate it when I'm breathing. I hate that. That's not what I mean. I don't know. I just feel like I'm like a really heavy breather, and so I don't really like to hear like really heavy breathing sounds. Like, you sound like a weirdo. So that's usually why I don't do real-time videos, because I don't like the sound of my breathing. But you guys can let me know if you're like, I actually don't care if you're breathing. I don't know why that would bother you, but it bothers me a lot. Like a lot, actually a lot. This hand is way too small. I'm realizing when I did this digitally, I had to upsize the hand. Then I realized just now, I'm like, that hand is not big enough. But maybe she's like a weirdo and she's got really tiny hands. Not that it makes you weird if you have small hands. I also have small hands for my body size. Oops, I fucked that one up. That's fine. That one's not as bad. Okay, let's just ink this hand, even though it's like super small. And I'm not really worried about fucking the hand up, honestly, you guys. Because, oh, I fucked up the chopsticks, so. Just because, if I fuck it up, I fuck it up. The hands are always gonna look kind of shitty, so I'm not really super worried about that. Oh, but I fucked up those chopsticks really bad. I should have got a ruler out, but it's fine. Sorry, I'm like lost in the sauce of where this finger is supposed to be. I did not clean up this sketch well enough digitally. But I was also like, I don't want to, so I didn't. That's what happens when you're a lazy artist, you guys. If I can suggest anything to you, I would just say, don't be a lazy artist. Like, put some effort into it. I mean, you can be lazy sometimes. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with being lazy sometimes. It's just like, sometimes you gotta put the effort in, you know what I mean? And I should have put the effort in with that hand. And this is where it ends, I think. I actually don't remember. Whoops. That's where that goes. So, yeah. Okay, and we just need the nose too. I always go back and forth on whether or not I want to add line art to the nose because I'm like, well, maybe I should just color it in. I'm like, if I don't add line art, it's gonna look weird. Okay, that's the basic lines. Now we're just gonna go in and add in like the what's it called? Oh my gosh, I can't remember the word right now. The line variation, you guys. I might just speed through this because I think I have to focus, but we'll see when we do it. So that's just basically what I mean for line variation. Like right there, it'll be thicker here because this is, so the hair is falling over the face. There's going to be a bit of a shadow right there. So that's why the line should be thicker. If you're the type of person who likes to add line variation. If you don't have to. And like I said, for digital art, I don't really do it because I'm just kind of like, I just spent forever doing the line art digitally. I feel like my digital line art always takes like a super long time. Like this traditional one, this has been like 20 minutes. That's not too long. But I feel like whenever I do it digitally, it just goes on forever. Maybe that's just like a false thing that I'm making up in my brain. Maybe it doesn't take that long, but it feels like it takes forever. Maybe it's because I'm always like fiddling with the brush. I'm like, which brush should I use? And then I end up using the same exact brush I always use. So I don't know why I focus on it so much because it literally doesn't matter. I made this line too thick, but that's fine. That's what happens when you're doing things traditionally. You make the lines too thick. I know I do. Anyway, because I'm like, oh, I have to fix that. I feel like her, what's it called? Her eye line's like way super thick. She's got like really thick eyeshadow. I don't think it was that thick in the first version that I did, but I don't know. I always make like the eyeliner like super thick for the characters. I don't really think about it that much. I mean, it makes the eye look a little bit more dramatic in like a fun little way, so that's nice. I don't know if you guys care about that sort of thing. In real life, do I have any opinions on eyeliner? Probably not. I don't really wear makeup, you guys. Not because I'm like a girl who's like, ew, why do I have makeup? It's so stupid. Like, I don't care about that. Like, if you want to wear makeup, you want to wear makeup. I just feel like I don't really care about how I look. And then also I feel like I could spend time doing other things. And I'm like, those women, they look, and the men or whoever who wear makeup, I'm like, they look beautiful. But I'm like, that probably took like a really long time. And I feel like I already don't have enough time to do things that I want to do regularly, like right now. And I really don't do shit. And I always feel like I don't have any time. And so I feel like if I was going to spend time doing makeup, I would really not have any time to do anything. Or I'd like have to wake up early in the morning, which I'm not opposed to waking up early in the morning for anything, but I just didn't, then you'd have to do it every day. I mean, you don't have to do it every day, but then people be like, you look weird. You look tired today. And I'm like, I don't want to hear that shit. Keep your opinions to yourself. That makes me sound mean. Yeah, I don't think I'm mean, you guys. But I'm just like, I think it's weird when people like comment on other people's appearance. If it's like not a compliment, you know what I mean? But I guess sometimes you make something that's like a compliment and then people don't take it as a compliment. Like one time I was working and I saw this girl and I was like, you have really pretty teeth. And she was like, thanks. And she thought I was weird, I think. I'm like, but I just thought she had really pretty teeth. I think teeth is like a hit or miss. Some people will be like, oh my God, thank you so much. And then other people will be like, the fuck? Why are you looking at my teeth so hard, weirdo? And it's like, I don't know. I'm looking at your face and I'm looking at your like smile. I don't know. Maybe that's a strange thing to say. Maybe it is. I don't think it's strange. But it probably is a strange thing to say, you guys. So maybe don't compliment people's teeth. I mean, if you told me I had nice teeth, which someone has told me, hey, you have nice teeth. I was like, oh, thank you. That's so nice. But, you know, people are different, so they might not take it the same way. Maybe she took it as like, oh, she thinks I have nice teeth. She wants to like take my teeth, which I don't, no offense. I like my teeth. My teeth are nice. I don't want to take anybody else's teeth. What would I even do with them? The idea of taking someone else's teeth and putting them in your mouth is like disgusting to me. I know they used to do that in like the old times. Was it like Egyptians? I know they did that in like America. They used them as dentures from like the slaves or whatever. I'm like, that's disgusting. One, that's fucked up. That's honestly, that's fucked up. But also two, that's like really gross. Like someone else's teeth in your mouth. That's like really disgusting to me. But enough about that. See, this is why I don't make real-time videos, because I feel like I get off on like really weird tangents. Even in my normal voiceover videos, I get off on like really weird tangents, and I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Nobody wants to hear about this. Nobody wants to hear about real people dentures with other people's real teeth. That's like a fucked up thing to break up. Why do you bring that up? I'm like, I don't know. That's what I was thinking about. And that's the issue, you guys. I always just talk about whatever I'm thinking about, and I don't know if that's like interesting to people. Maybe they're just like, I just talk about the art. And I'm like, I do like to talk about the art, but also I'm like, I can only talk about the art so much, you guys. Not for 40 minutes. There's not really that much to say. I don't really put too much thought into my artwork at all. I mean, sometimes I do. I'm like, well, I did this stroke for this reason, and I did this stroke for this reason. But other times I'm just like, I don't know, I made the fucking thing. You know? It's like, I wanted to draw a girl being cute eating some ramen, and that's what I did. This is a redraw, though, so I do have a little bit more to talk about it. But I'm not sure how much I'm liking it. I kind of wish I could get rid of the pink, but the pink will pretty much disappear whenever I color it in. Well, not disappear, you know, it'll still be there, but it'll be less visible because some of the markers I'm going to use are going to be a little bit darker. Like, it's going to disappear here, maybe on the sweater part right here, but not so much like on like the face or like the, what's it called? I'm always blanking on words, you guys. I never know what I'm talking about. I don't know what it is. I just feel like I do know words. Obviously, I know words. I can speak, but whenever it comes to like actually speaking out loud, I always fumble with my words, and sometimes I have a stutter. And I'm like, what the hell? Why do I have a stutter? I didn't have a stutter when I was a kid. And I was looking up stutters, and like, stutters can develop due to stress. And I think I started to develop my stutter at my old job because that job was actually like super stressful. And I was like, what the fuck? Why am I stuttering so much? It's gone away now. Well, I still stutter sometimes, but it's not as bad as it used to be. There was a while I was like, I had like a really, really, really bad stutter. And it was like every other sentence. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Sorry, you guys. I stopped talking. I'm just trying to think if I want to call this done or not. And now I'm just like adding places for like line thickness. They probably don't even need it if I'm being honest. So I think I'm about done with this. Yeah, am I gonna call it done? Am I gonna call this done? These are the questions that we're asking ourselves right now. Yeah, I feel like I can. It's been like 20 minutes. And you're like, what does the time have to do with anything? Honestly, I have like a bunch of other videos I need to work on today, so I might just call this finished for right now. So yeah, I'm gonna color this later in the week, or literally I might just color this right after. I have no idea, you guys. So yeah, that's finished for right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this more of a real-time video. I don't know if I'm gonna do this again in the future, because like I said, I actually haven't listened back to the footage yet, so the noise might be like insane, and that I might bother me so much that I don't want to post it. But we'll see you guys. Anyway, thank you guys so much for spending this time with me. I will go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.